Thank you! We just become best friends? Yup!
George Mack has just boarded the plane.
What? Thank you! We just become best friends? Yup!
Kudon has just boarded the plane.
What? Thank you! We just become best friends? Yup!
Eric Bies has just boarded the plane.
What? Thank you! We just become best friends? Yup!
Jahibaveben has just boarded the plane.
Hey, how's everybody going? How is everybody doing? Whoa, got a lot of conversation to catch up on, I have. Look at that. Also, I need to thank Fernando Correa, who also joined as a first officer. Fortunately, his alert won't happen till next time, sadly. Let's start this off, shall we? I don't know where I am in terms of the camera. There we go. Hey, welcome in everybody to another Sunday Fighting Fantasy fun fiesta on Father's Day. Hooray! How is everybody doing? And happy Father's Day if you are. Jeff Whitty, welcome in. You are the first indeed. And Spellsinger's here, who has changed his YouTube channel name, I've noticed. Added in the Spellsinger. Yeah, and continuing to upload. Go check it out if you haven't already. You know, subscribe to his channel. Really great videos. Love the Transformers. Yeah, Autobots roll out. Definitely. Do you know what? Somewhere, I think it's up in storage at my mom's. I've got this humongous cardboard cutout of Optimus and Megatron. And they used to be in the background. Like, if you've watched that video I linked in Discord, you'll see them in the background. Let me turn down the dungeon here. Get that turned down a bit. And then we'll be able to have some other stuff happening. Yeah. So let me catch up on the chat, guys, because today it is returning to where it all began. Trying to find our Y-shaped stick, hopefully. The Firetop Mountain. I was about to say forest then, but Firetop Mountain. Look at that. It looks like the cover. He looks like a zombie. Oh, hello. Hang on. Jeff's got a collection of Autobots. Are you talking about the toy range? I tell you what I do want to try and track down, and it'll probably be on DVD, because you don't need like cartoons on Blu-ray or 4K, I feel. Of the TV series, you know, the Transformers TV series, there's a massive box set with all this behind the scenes stuff as well, and I wanna get that. I do love Transformers. I don't like the new age ones. I'm old school Optimus, you know, where he's got his samurai face mask proper, you know, not where they've removed it and you can see his lips talking, you know. I do like, you know, Gen 1, OG Gen 1. That's what I like. The Japanese style as well of the way they looked, you know, almost. I prefer those kind of, you know, I do like the Michael Bay films. They're okay, you know, they'll do. But I prefer the Bumblebee and the new Transformers film more than the Michael Bay ones. Let's see, still talking about Transformers here. The original masterpiece. Oh yeah. Jeff, you can't believe you found out about the books only 5 years ago? Ooh, that reminds me, I never did check on eBay. I usually check on eBay what these books are selling for. Guys, there is a post, right, on Facebook. No, a video on YouTube. Somebody's going through, and it was, what was it? It began with an S. It was a book that had an S. They were basically saying, this cost me $600 to buy. It's the most expensive book. I was like, $600, mate. It's only about 60 to 100 pounds probably. Man, you got ripped off. Saying how expensive they were. Right, there's the eBay listings up. Let me catch up with the chat here, guys. Had YouTube played Waked Me Up while wearing headphones. Yeah. Yeah, 5 years ago, man. He's you're new to Fighting Fantasy. Welcome. I'm glad that you found it. You know, just in time for August the 27th. Let me whore this out again, guys. August the 27th is International Game Book Day. It's a massive thing, right? But we're calling it Global Fighting Fantasy Day, and we're having a 12-hour sesh of fighting fantasy, you know. 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. UK time, we will be here the entire time talking about every single book in the catalogue of Fighting Fantasy, old and new, showing you rare books and seeing what's inside, you know, going through memories and stories of first getting them and playing them and talking about the writers, you know. This book is written by Martin McKenna, you know. Well, sorry, no. No, it's not written by Martin McKenna. It blatantly says Ian Livingston. It's illustrated by Martin McKenna. We'll be talking about the illustrators, the writers, the artists who did the artwork inside. Like, Martin McKenna is a very good illustrator. Look at that. Very highly detailed line art. That's what we love to see, not computer CG shit. Nobody wants that. We're old school retro adventurers. We want this. And we get it with this book, man. But the cover was done by Les Edwards, man. And that is... also, your cover might not have the gold foil on it, by the way. If you buy this, there's actually a few editions of this book. But let me finish whoring out the 27th first. So, August the 27th, it is a Wednesday for the people in UK. It'll probably be a Thursday in Australia. But we will basically be 12 hours of fighting fantasy fun, as well as painting the miniatures, which are now primed and ready to go. Here is one. I don't know if my camera will focus on that. The camera's a bit shit. Oh, actually, do you know what? I forgot. I need to... You guys see this camera in, like, shit quality until I up the sharpness, because for some reason it ain't that sharp. There we go. That's a bit better. So, yeah, they're all primed. They're ready to be painted. So on August the 27th, I'm going to have a little studio set up here with all the paints that I've got, all the brushes that I've got. I've got loads of brushes and loads of equipment and loads of shit, basically. And we will... I've got a big tub. Yeah, here it is. All the brushes you could need. We're going to be ready. And we're going to paint them up. What's this? What's in here? Oh, yeah, that's my diamond collection. We're going to be absolute... Hello. Cameras dying on me. The blue tack's not holding. I need to... Oh, gosh. Sorry, guys. It's like, it's falling apart already, guys. It's already falling apart. August the 27th, yeah. We'll be painting those figures live on stream, and I've never painted figures in my life. Like, I've done a bit of model painting, but I've never attempted what I'm going to attempt. I do have paints somewhere lying around, somewhere. But I don't know what happened to them. So, yeah. Multiple cameras, you know... Bells and whistles, tumbling dwarfs, dancing bears, the whole circus charade. August the 27th. Get it in the diary. Be there or be, well, just miss out, basically, if you're not. But you can pop in and out. It's 12 hours, if I hadn't already mentioned it. So that's the whore out. So let me continue and get shit with chat. Flaming Heron, hello. Jeff, hello. Spellsinger, hello. Let me make sure I don't miss anybody here. Rhymester, or I always mispronounce it. I know I do. We're going back to the mountain to find the Y-shaped stick. You've been following. Yep. Who else is here? Flaming Herons. Yeah, I've said that. The guy just can't stay dead. Is he talking about me or Zagor? Happy for you. Never finished this book, Rhymester. You got about halfway through. Do you know what? I don't think I've ever finished this book either. So, Wargaming Dad's in the house. Hello. Punish him. Finish him. If you've got kids that are nagging you right now, Dad, it's Father's Day. If I say, son, it is Father's Day, and I'm watching Adam fighting fantasy. Come on, man up, boy, and we'll watch it together. Father and son, or father and daughter, or whatever. Like, get your kids in today, because it is Father's Day. And to be honest, I'm so surprised people have actually turned up, because when I scheduled this, I didn't actually realize it was Father's Day. I don't really keep track of Father's Day anymore. Kids are blank to me, so they've got a new dad evidently. And obviously my dad died when I was 4, so I don't really sell it. It's a bit of a day today for me, a bit of a bumsy day. So, but not for you guys who've got kids and that. So get them involved, you know. He has to watch this live stream on the living room TV as punishment. There you go. That's the spirit. Yeah, Leo M. Leo's in the house. Yes. Welcome in. Sorry if that really broke everyone's eardrums then. I'm glad you've made it. Jack's here. Morning. Adam's falling to pieces. Mate, that's been happening for the last 47 years. I'll be 48 in August. 48. Everyone who watches gets a free pony. Now, I'm saying that as a question, because I'm not saying it as a stated fact, because then I've got to pony up, you know. But Leo's handing out ponies, by the way, guys, by the looks of it. Thanks for the lightsaber ad. Oh, nice relevant ads. That's good. You'll need a letter if you don't turn up. Yeah, you guys have to send a letter to me. Write a letter. You have to write in if you're not going to show, and I need a good reason. And if it's not a valid good reason, I'm sorry, but you've still got to show. Okay? I'm making my son watch right now. Hey, Jeff's son, Jeff Whitty Jr., welcome in. Thank you for watching, and I hope you're old enough to, you know, I don't mind my P's and Q's. I will try and make it family friendly, but it should say 18 plus on the video, so, you know. May the 4th now, Father's Day. May the 4th now. It's June. It all just like, oh yeah, sorry, yeah, we had a fourth day stream. Now it's Father's Day, mate. It's gonna work out to be Christmas Day next. Do you know what? If it is Christmas Day, I might just do that. I might just go, yeah, we'll stream. You'll be there on Fighting Fantasy Day. Nice to hear that. Yeah, he's heard my story mouth. Say anything you want. Right. So let me get back to the book here. So I've got a gold lettering one here, but you might not. It might be just like not gold or black or silver. I think they're the different versions. If you have a gold one, it means that you got the original release version, basically the first edition. That's all that means. It's nothing special. This was published in where's my glasses? Get the readers on. I'm blind as a bat, guys. By the way, I got this shirt specially for today's stream, because I work at Next. You know, they give us like major discount. Like I spent I got a pair of jeans, 2 shirts, and this polo neck, and the till rang up to like 118 quid. But because obviously I work at Next, we get what's called working wardrobe. So they give us like an account of money. It's not actual money. It's an amount. So I had £229, but all it does is it discounts 75% off to that value. So I can spend £229 worth of discount. So I paid £28 for a lot of clothes that were £118. That's what I get for working at Next. So this shirt is 32 quid, I think. I only paid like 8 quid for it. So I think I've burned through half of my discount, basically. I've got another £100 odd to spend. And we're meant to spend, like, we're meant to buy the clothes that are in season. So I have to keep buying fucking clothes. But I get them at, like, you know, 75% off. So your son is joining the live chat. Hey, is that Econ Wooly? Are you Jeff's son, Econ? You only own the Scholastic version of this one. Is there a Scholastic version of this one? I did not know that. But yeah, at least you've got the artwork and the writing. That's the main thing. I mean, it doesn't matter if you've got like the original release or a re-release. You've still got the book. It's still valid. It doesn't matter which one. Econ is Jeff's son. So welcome in, Econ. When I first read it, I thought it said Elon, and I'm like, fucking hell, Elon Musk? Like, is his son? Like, you know, Econ, yeah. So yeah, 1992 this got published. Ian Livingstone returns to the mountain. You know, does a blinder, I think, on this one. Published in 1992, it said, sorry. So, oh hello, there is a little bit of a dark map. It is a bit dark, this, and it is a map, but it's a kind of almost a hidden map. It's in the middle of the page. So that is the artwork of the map. If you can read that, it is kind of, there's Darkwood Forest, Firetop Mountain, Stonebridge, Catfish River, Yastromos Tower. We'll probably be heading there, no doubt. We are as foul-mouthed as you like. My wife is away. Hey, the wife's away. The boys start to play Fighting Fantasy. So we've got to do our skill and stamina and luck, and there's no special thing for that, so that's fine. We'll be getting the character sorted in a sec if the camera keeps up. Blue tack is not very good, you know, holder of, is it? It's not exactly, it's not holding it, to be honest. We'll have to rethink that one, I think. So we got the usual fighting creatures, battles. For anybody who doesn't know, we have tweaked the rules of battle just to make it a bit more interesting. When we roll the dice to decide on the attack strength, whoever has the highest, it's the difference of the attack strength that gets deducted from the other person. Not just 2 points, because that would take forever. Stamina, it says, doesn't say. You do not begin with any meals. Dude, I went out and I actually got gold. Okay? I sourced gold for today's stream, you know? Like, I thought, it's number 50. It's an anniversary. I went out and I got gold for the meals. And now you're telling me that there are no meals? Like, you don't start with any meals, guys. So, going for gold, gone. Okay? What else here? If you pick up a magical weapon, you get a 2 skill point bonus. Boom. If you're not carrying a weapon, you minus 2 points off your skill. So let's make sure we're carrying a weapon. It says you start your adventure with the basic tools of trade. A fine sword, which we've got here. There goes my glasses case. There's our fine sword. It's made of wood. It's an incense stick holder, really. It's not just filthy and mangy. It's just, that's what it is. So that's our sword. It says clothes suitable for traveling. So a green polo neck, you know. A backpack to hold your meals, which you won't have. And our backpack can hold 7 items in it. And that's it. So you have to do a bit of, you know, inventory management if we start picking up loads, you know. Eat when you find gold. Sounds like a good idea. And we might come across treasure, and we have a lantern, which will be helpful if we're heading into a mountain, I think. So the adventure sheet is pretty bare bones, but it does have an armor score, which isn't actually mentioned at all in the introduction text. So I don't know what we do there. You got skill, stamina, luck. It does not talk about an armor score, but there is a space for that in your sheet, so I'm not really sure what the deal is with that. Ian, what's the deal with it, mate? He's not here, by the way. Like, Ian, oi, wait. Like, yeah. Yeah, that's a bit weird. So I don't know what to do with that one. I'm sure the book will explain everything. It usually does. So, right on time for the book. Hey, did I miss something? Ram Street's here. Here we go. Are we dead yet? Yeah, we played the entire book, mate. We died in that short a time. Like, I haven't even rolled for the character yet, so you haven't missed a single thing, mate. Welcome in. Welcome in. Like every Ian Livingstone book, we don't need a backpack, we need a shopping trolley. Yeah, Ian likes to give us goodies throughout. So this is a book where you're really going to have to mind what you pick up, guys, okay? My hair is a mess. I'm sorry. I need a haircut. My mom is going to come see me at the end of this month. And I definitely need a haircut. She's an award-winning, you know, hair saloonist, hairstylist, hair cutter. I don't know. She trained with Tony and Guy, basically. She came first and second in a competition back in the 80s. So the only one I trust cutting my hair, which is why I've got almost a mullet now, because I haven't seen her for a few weeks. So yeah. Right. Shall we roll for a character? What dice are we going to be, guys? Are we going to be the big kahuna dice, or are we going to be the death dice, the ones with the skulls on it? Which dice do you want to be, guys? First one to put it in the chat is where we'll go. But obviously, if you're a member on my channel, you can highlight your message, I think, just once during the stream. So any highlighted messages, that's what I choose, and that overrides anything else. So the big dice. Okay, we're going with the big dice. We're going with the big kahuna dice, guys, today. So we're going to roll for our luck first. Okay, we're going to mix it up. It's book number 50. Let's do it differently. We're first going to roll for our luck. Let's see how kind of lucky we are. And there's no potions it mentions either. So usually in an Ian book, he likes to throw out his potions, but they don't get that. We got 2 there, so we got a luck of 8. That's not too bad. That's doable. That's doable, that is. We can live with that. So, stamina time. Okay. Guys, start praying to Ian and Steve for a good dice roll. You know, the Fighting Fantasy Lords. Here we go. 9, not bad. Not bad. That's pretty good. 21 in it. 12 plus 9, 21. That's a good score. That is a good one, that is. But this is the big one. What is our skill going to be? I say we've got a good stamina roll. But what is our skill roll? Holy shyster. 7. We got a skill of 7. To be honest, if I'd have rolled luck first, it wouldn't have been that much better. Unbelievable, guys. That's it. Skill of 7, stamina of 21, which I feel is a bit more important. I feel like skill, you can still get away with a really crap score. So, yeah. 9 is 3 squared and 3rd times the charm, so we got 2 times the luck. Quick stream tonight. Yeah, to be honest, we might be, if we get into battle, it could be the end. But 21 stamina, that's a long way. We've got plenty of time to get back and fight, you know? So, we are so cooked. We are doomed. So, it might be okay, guys. It might be okay. So, you guys know what to do for us to begin. I won't start the timer until we get into the actual page 1, okay? Give us a little bit of a fairer chance. At least it wasn't a double one. Yeah, exactly. By the way, this headset that I've got on, which I've had for yonks, I think is beginning to fail, because if I turn my head a certain way, this ear cuts out and then comes back in, and it's really annoying. It doesn't affect you guys because it's just this headset. And obviously this microphone thing here is beginning to wear away, and this just sort of droops like a, you know, a droopy, you know, droopster. So I might have to change my headset. The only other headset I got is a really crappy one for the PlayStation, which I won't use. But I have a really nice headset. Panasonic it is, and but it isn't. It hasn't got an attached mic, so that means I'm gonna have to get out the old big fat blue mic. Oh, shit. And it'll have to be a standing on the side, or I could use the Rode mic, but I don't know. It might have to change in the future, guys, this year, the setup with the headset. I do actually like this, but it might have to change. So, I don't know. I'll have to start using my Phantom, you know, thing for the audio, and which means the audio quality will increase, but and I think those headset is better than this one as well, but it just means that I'll have to change my camera setup completely. I'll have to probably set it here and make sure I'm talking into it. I can't be doing all this, you know, like this. So we'll have to wait and see. Somebody effed it, right? Sorry, I'm waffling. You're waiting for Ram Street's famous line. Yeah, we haven't had it yet, actually. I've said it instead. So, but let's see if we get it in. Do you know what I mean? Granny Goggins with a set of saggy warrants. Whams, what? Grandma of Doom, despair and agony. How did Grandma come into this? If we met any enemy tougher than a nan with a dodgy hip, we run. Right, now I get it. Now I get the great. What's your famous line? Mate, what's the one line you always say? I'm guessing. Or have we got the wrong person here? Is it not you, mate? No, it is you. You always go, have we got our Y-shaped stick? You know? I don't think Ram Street's remembered. Maybe we haven't remembered. Maybe it's somebody else who always says that. We've just got it wrong. I always thought it was Ram Street, though. Let me start here. You guys can argue it out. 10 years is not a long time in a wizard's life. Some live for over 200 years. Imagine the hips after that. Keeping themselves alive by magic and potions. Oh yeah. Oh, you already said it, mate. Did you? I don't remember you saying it. Let me scroll back here. I know this is not exactly great for you guys, but mate, I'm not seeing it. I mean, what, you've already said it today? Like, you know, before we started? Like, you already said Fire Crotch Mountain. I missed that one. Or maybe you did say it then, because I've missed a few. No Father's Day in Australia. Oh, Australia, you guys not have Father's Day? I mean, well, not today, maybe. Like, maybe some other time. I can't believe I've missed some chat here. I don't see any white shaped stick, though, mate. I don't think you did put it, mate. So I think you have to say it again, Ram Street, so we all can see it, please. Just copy and paste it from before if you want. Which will be more hassle than just to write it out. Okay. There is a well-known saying among the wizards which goes, "You're a long time dead, so let's live instead." Some wizards even went one step further. They cast a spell on themselves so that, in the event of their being slain or assassinated, they were able to raise themselves after a predetermined time when their assailant was long gone. But they'll be a zombie, won't they? Won't they be a zombie? The wizards who choose to come back from the dead were, however, always aligned to evil, for it was the dark magic that was needed to cheat death. One of those wizards was known and feared by the name of Zagor. Zagor, the infamous warlock of Firetop Mountain, made famous by Ian and Steve of Fighting Fantasy. 10 years have passed since the day when he was killed by a brave adventurer. And I think, like, 1992, I think it pretty much was 10 years, wasn't it? Like, they started doing this in, like, early 80s. So, yeah, this is, like, the 10th anniversary. You know, this was going to be the last book, by the way, guys. I don't know if you've seen my video I've done, but this was actually going to be the final Fighting Fantasy book. They were going to, you know, bookend it. But then they didn't realize how popular it was. So they got some more lined up. 10 years have passed since a brave adventurer killed Zagor, who risked the guards and deadly traps deep inside Firetop Mountain to save Alancia from his evil magic. Must have been somebody else, though, because we died when we tried to play that book. So it wasn't us. It was some other adventurer who got the glory on that one, I'm afraid. Yeah. But killing Zagor is one thing. It's keeping him dead is another. Nobody knew that Zagor had cast the Raise the Dead spell on himself. You know, the spell that means that you can continue doing more books after he's even died. You know, retcon himself. Otherwise, the adventurer who killed him would have sealed him inside his mountain tomb. So yeah, the adventurer that killed him, did his body disappear or something? Because his body would have been there. And then the adventurer goes, right, I'm the dude of the mountain now. I've killed Zagor, so I'm going to be Mr. Firetop. But, like, you know, what did the body... Oh, wait, the body's twitching today. What's going on? Hey, the body's gone. Oh, what happened? Somebody nick his body. Like, didn't the guy who slain him realize that he'd come back, like, already? Like... I'd think you'd have burned the body as well. It's a famous warlock who knows magic. Burn the body, mate. Definitely. Get rid of it. Make sure it doesn't come back to life. You know what I mean? The simple rookie mistakes. You know? But that was all 10 years ago. He comes back as Zagor the White. In the last 6 months, sinister events have begun to happen around Firetop Mountain. Well, that's because Firetop Mountain is under new management, and it's now up to new management. It's their problem. Like, they need to, you know, customer service that stuff. Like, it's clearly, it fell apart with the new manager in charge. First, the top of the mountain, which was famous for its red-colored bracken, has turned deathly black. Gone off. Livestock, which have grazed on and around the mountain for decades, have started to die a sickening death, and recently people have even disappeared. Dragged inside the mountain, it is said, by hideous creatures of the night. Those good people who remain are absolutely terrified. For it is rumoured that Zagor has risen and is building himself a new body. Bit by bit from the unfortunate villagers of Anvil. Man, he's Frankensteining himself. I mean, hang on a second. How can he be doing this? So, day one of him coming back to steal villagers so he can build a new body. He hasn't got the body, so how is he doing it? Is he like... What is he? Is he just a spirit? And then he's mesmerized some goblins to say, go fetch me Doris down the road. I like her legs. We'll have that. And then Peter, he's got good arms. I'll have him. You know, Cameron, I mean, he's well, so we'll have that. We'll have that. You know, you know, and like, yeah, is that how it happened? He sent out the goblins because without the first initial body, like he wasn't able to do anything. Surely. Maybe it'll tell us. I don't know. Not well thought out yet, I'd say. There are a few holes in the Swiss cheese that I'm reading, you know. So, yeah, he's building a new body. You are an adventurer, in case you hadn't realised, guys. A sword for hire, wandering through the lands, as always, coming to the village of Anvil. You decide to stop for a rest after your week-long march. And if I could walk 500 miles, if I could walk... Let's go stop at Anvil. So, you stop at Anvil. However, as soon as you enter the village, you sense something's up. That all is not well. The villagers look absolutely frightened. And women quickly push their children indoors as you walk along the main street. Have we got nonce written on the back or something? Why is everybody afraid of us? You decide that the local tavern would be the best place to find out what is troubling the villagers. Yeah, let's go to the most reliable location, right? Drunks who like to talk crap, you know, for information. Let's just ignore, like, I don't know, what Blacksmith Bill. You know, he probably's got the lowdown on everything. So you enter the 2 moons. It used to be 3 moons, but cutbacks being what they are. Economic crisis that this village is clearly in. That's why everyone's frightened. It's now called 2 moons. Soon it'll be the solo moon, you know, and then there'll be no moons. The chatter inside dies down quickly to a low murmur, and the customers eye you as you walk up to the bar. So it's like the old classic Western. We go through the doors, and everyone looks at us. And then somebody comes over and goes, "You made me miss. I've never missed that dartboard before." And then we look and there's a big pentagon sign on the wall. And they were like, "Hey, okay. Can we have a drink, please? You know, and do you do any food?" The barman stares at you sternly, and you can see by the look in his eyes that he's a proud man, trying to hide his fear. What the hell would that look like? A proud man stands tall, confident. I'm proud, yeah. I'm proud. But he's hiding his fear. He's like, "What can I do for you, son?" Like, I'm so interested in what that would look like. "Yes," he grunts in a low voice. You tell him we are an adventurer. Thunder Soul Puncher Crotch, whatever, I can't remember her name. Seeking a new quest. "My dear boy, my good man, I'm an adventurer. And I'm seeking a new quest. Do you have any quests for sale?" Like, that will end in riches and honor. Yeah, I'm looking for something for a bit of money and honor. Yeah, honor's the afterthought, though. Money is the first thing. He frowns, not knowing whether to trust you. I wouldn't trust us either. "Does the name Zagor mean anything to you?" he asks softly, watching you closely for a reaction. Zagor? I don't know. There's a man in Black Sand called Zagor, wasn't there? If I'm not mistaken. I don't know. Was that the warlock, Firetop Mountain, that I've read about in a book somewhere? And then, like, until obviously he was, you know, killed. It was about 10 years ago, wasn't it? You know? "Is the warlock of Firetop Mountain?" the barman says dramatically. "He's come back to life. He is building himself a new body, and is sending his evil servants to Anvil to take back live donors." So now they've explained it. Evil servants coming up. Are they taking the whole body, or are they just going, "We only need the foot on this one," and then just take the foot? Like, I don't know what the score is on that. Barman seems to accept you as a friend. He's accepted our friend request, guys. Hey, click. They got Facebook back in these days of Fighting Fantasy. And quickly goes on to tell you about the doom that has befallen Anvil thanks to Zagor. I mean, I thought barmen are meant to be uplifting and, you know, make you feel happy and welcome. This guy's just doom and gloom and, you know, moaning stories, really. "We need help, stranger," he says desperately. "None of us here has the power to defeat Zagor, but maybe you do. We are poor and cannot pay you. Well, that's one way to get us round, isn't it? We can't pay you what you deserve to take on such a task, but we do know that there are chests full of gold. Oh yeah, I'm sure there are some inside Firetop Mountain. Will you help us, and you can have all the beer you like and a couple of nights with the missus. How's that? Why stop at making one body, Zygor? Yeah, he could make a whole army of himself, couldn't he? He's magic, you know. By now the tavern is fallen silent and all eyes are looking at us. Shall we do it, guys? Should we take it on? I mean, how can we let them down, really? Slowly you smile. You're like... like slow smile to creep them out even further. And then you say, on one condition, right? You say, I want credit. I want actual credit. I need my name in the book when it's written about me. I want to play me in the version of the film. Okay? I need credit, mate. Yeah, one condition. So we come with conditions. Name it, says the barman. Guys, I'm asking you this question, and please do not write what in the book is about to follow next. If this actually came to you and, you know, he said, will you do it? And you said, on one condition. Guys, write down in there what your one condition would be, please. Like, I want to hear what your one condition is, okay? Like, because it does say in here. And I don't want to see that written, okay? I would want a Y-shaped stick. Boom! There you go, Ram Street. If I had one condition, I mean, I don't know what it would be, in all honesty. Like, you just rename the town after me, please. That's what I'd say. On one condition, the town gets renamed to Pestridgeville. You know? From Anvil to Pestridgeville, please. And then that way, I've always got somewhere to go, you know, where everybody knows your name. So yeah, what's your one condition, guys? Please write it down in the chat. Before I'm not going to continue until I see some coming up. Like, I want to know what you guys would want as your one condition. Okay, so I'm very interested. Can't believe we don't start with any meals. Yeah, that would probably be my condition, actually. Can I have a few meals for the adventure, please? You know? If you just refresh your screen as well, like sync up to the future, because you might be lagging behind a bit, because I noticed there was a bit of an 8-second delay on the stream. So oh, by the way, guys, I've decided, and I know I said this and I didn't do it, and I'm really sorry. Chapter 2 of Sorcery, my playthrough for my members only, will continue this Tuesday. Not on a Sunday, this Tuesday. Okay? I'll probably say it will be the same time, 10 a.m. As these streams are. But if you're a member on my channel, you'll be able to watch me play through Sorcery City Port of Traps this Tuesday in 2 days' time. Okay? And you know, I'll make the decisions and you'll see me play it. You know, I've got to get through these. So if you're not a member, there is a button down below. It says join. Join as a member. Okay, not only are you supporting this channel and I'll be, you know, you're my god, but also you're going to have access to all the Fighting Fantasy streams from previous years that we've done. And so open up a whole load of new content of Fighting Fantasy for you that you haven't got access to. And I mean, more than that, it makes me feel supported. Like, it's nice. But got to go see you all next time, and I don't think you'll still be going in an hour. Wargaming Dad, mate, what's your one condition before you run off, please? I'm still waiting, guys, on these one conditions. I would like to hear your thoughts. You know, I would like to hear what you guys... I've only had one. Like, Ram Street's the only one who's put one down. He'd have his Y-shaped stick. I'd love to hear what everyone else would put. You don't want to hear my thoughts? Yeah, I do, Flaming Heron, actually. I want to hear everybody's thoughts. Hence why I said it. Like, what would your one condition be? And don't, like, hold back. This is an 18-plus stream. You know, be honest. You know. I've said I'll just rename the town after me, mate. That's all. Nothing major. You know, just remove the history of Anvil to now Pestridge Town or Pestridgeville, or just stick with the sticks. So, I don't think I actually got the sleep out my eyes today. Sorry. Also while we're waiting, the return to Firetop Mountain, there's a listing on eBay right now for £27 plus £3 delivery. There's another one for 20. This book is actually quite low priced, considering books previous to it were like over 100 or 60 quid. There's like, it's mainly between 10 and 30 pounds. There's a 35 pounds one there. I mean, I'm guessing these are in various quality levels, like, you know, there's no like, obviously you don't get sealed books of these, but they never came sealed. Someone's trying to sell it for 84 quid. You know, and I'm only talking about these versions. Like, there are the Scholastic ones up for like £8.21, and then there is the what was that series called? The one before Scholastic, Warlock or something, wasn't it? Well, Wizard. Sorry, they're for like 16, 17 quid. So there's 3 editions. There's 3 versions, effectively, of this book. Really, you could get. You can get the Scholastic one, all of the Ian Solo written and Steve Solo written are available in every publication that they have. Yeah, there's no real high priced ones, but let me see what's actually been sold, because that's the, you know, actual, where is it? Where's the, it's easier on the computer, this is. Where do you, new ending soonest? No, not that one. Where do you see like completed listings? Where's that? Oh, collection. Oh, it's gone. Filter, maybe. Where's complete? There, completed items. There we go. Okay, so in the past, it sold for £14, £56, £20, £19. They're all over the place, really. 72 quid, 14 quid. Yeah, it's all over the place. Right, I'm gonna guess that nobody. Is there a strike going on, guys? Has everybody's keyboards just failed or something? Like, he was gone. Called my father. Now onto the game. So, hey, Greg's in the house. How's it going? Our one condition for... Well, I've asked everybody. So, we've rocked up to this town called Anvil, and the guy behind the bar says, you know, Zagor we think is back, and he's Frankensteining himself to come back to life, and can you help us? Basically is what he said. And we've said, sure, on one condition. And I've asked everybody what that condition would be. Hello, Empire. What that one condition would be. And so far, I've only had one answer of the Y-shaped stick. My answer was, just rename the town after me. Like, that's it, you know. And I'm about to read out what the book, I'll continue reading the introduction, but like, your keyboard died in a hunting accident. Well, maybe ask the one condition for a new keyboard. That makes sense to me. Like, Greg says, yeah, just rename it after me as well. Empire says free beers for life. Empire wants free beers for life. And then Leo says make Taco Tuesday happen twice a week. There we go. Thank you very much, guys. Oh, right. So in the book, the guy says, I just want a hot bath and a room for a night. Done. You know, with the hottest in the town. Like, and the guy behind the bar goes, done. Everyone in the tavern lets out a cheer. Yes! He said yes. And they all gather around you to slap you on the back and offer you to buy some ale. You're going to leave here absolutely sloshed, ready for the adventure. So you've been drinking all night. Ray, he's a hero. Holding up for a hero to the end of the night. He's gonna get Zagor. He's gonna fight the mountain, and he's gonna fight. And then, like, we stagger upstairs after drinking all night and being cheered on, and literally we're the hero of the town. And the barman says, you got free beers for life. We're changing the name Anvil to your name. Like, here's a stick as well. It's Y-shaped, you know. And isn't that just isn't it a Y-shaped stick? Just a, you know, slingshot. And so we go up to bed. You know, we're absolutely smashed out of our faces. We get into bed. We realise we forgot the hot bath that was run for us. You know, and we just flop back in bed. And in the morning, Mister, it's time to go. Hello, it's time to go. Wake up. And they're trying to wake us, but we're absolutely sloshed. We've got a massive hangover. In the morning, the barman, whose name you learn is Moose, Moose, cooking a large breakfast. You can smell bacon and eggs. It's that black pudding, mate. Don't like it. Leave it out. And you're like, I'm so hungover. You must set off south immediately to visit the Grand Wizard Yastromo. He alone can prepare you for such an adversary as Zagor. Don't even think about tackling Zagor on your own. Well, from what I hear, he's not even a full man yet. He's just half a man. So, should be pretty easy to kill, you know, a Frankenstein that's not even finished being built yet. Surely, you know. He's stronger than ever, and his magic is deadly. Moose says earnestly. Cheers, Moose. Yeah. Can I have the breakfast now? I have a massive hangover, mate. So I'm not feeling it. Can we do this tomorrow, please? I'm absolutely hammered. You thank him for his advice and you bid him farewell. Sayonara, mates. And then there's a picture on the side there. I don't know if that's relating to us or not. Like, what is that? Make sure we still have our kidneys. Yeah, liver's gone though. Like someone. It would be easy with a skill of 7, yeah. A coupon to the local brothel Jeffy once made. Kid's there with you. Sorry. Right, let's start this. Where's the timer gone? Boom, we've started. Now we've started. Leaving Nanville, which as you're leaving, they're repainting the name. With its villagers, you set off east deep in thoughts, or so you appear. You're just hungover, so you're actually not thinking of anything but sleep. Firetop Mountain is only a short distance from Anvil, but to go all the way to Yastromo's tower first would mean losing many days of valuable time. I mean, there's no time limit surely on this adventure, well, I don't know, actually. I suppose there is, because as the days go on, he gets to be a completed human, and then all bets are off. So yeah, we want to get there quickly. It's a shame we didn't come across this place earlier, you know. Shame they didn't bring Russ Nicholson back for this book. What did he do the interior? Yeah, he did the interior art and the. It's a shame they didn't bring back what's his name? Oh, Lucasfilm Golden Boy for the front artwork, because he did Firetop Mountain. Ian McCaig, I think, I believe, allegedly. That's what I don't get. Yeah. So, how could Nostromo help? Ever since he single-handedly defeated 8 ghoulish dark elves on the edge of Darkwood Forest, the place where he built his famous penthouse, his reputation has grown, as long as his beard. Wise, good, powerful, philanthropic, and many other words were used to describe the great Nostromo. Pothead. Many sought his help against evil, and none were turned away. Suddenly, there is a shout from behind you, and you spin around to see Moose. So that's Moose, guys. You know, the guy at the bar, that's Moose. You forgot your sword! You know. Cheers, Moose. He's running towards you. You notice that his sword is drawn, and that there is a look of alarm on his face. Zagor will know of your plan, unless we can catch the 2 trackers I saw running from Anvil a few minutes ago. They must have overheard us and are running back to inform Zagor. Quick, follow me. We must catch them. Moose says hurriedly, still panting, and he runs off into the undergrowth, shouting at you to follow him. Shall we follow him, guys, or would we just, like, ignore him and continue along our own path? Cold Ballistics in the house. Hello. Welcome in, mate. Remember, each Zagor that comes back can build himself a new Zagor. That is exponential growth. New and improved Zagor coming to you. Version number 2.3. I think Russ was tired of Livingston's checks bouncing. What? Hey, Dalarayada. Or I'll just call you Russ, mate, because, like, how's it going? Yeah, we're going to follow him. Okay, we're going to follow Moose. Let's go after Moose. Checks bouncing. You run after Moose, keeping your head down to avoid the many outstretched branches. You catch sight of something sparkling in the bushes. Basically, we're like a magpie. Shiny diamond. Ooh, hello. Let's go after it. Do you want to stop briefly to see what the sparkle is, or do you want to continue chasing after Moose? What shall we do, guys? We see a little twinkly diamond in the corner of our eye. We go, ooh, hello. Can you put background something like a English library? Can I put the background? Well, mate, I mean, this is like a library, isn't it? Exactly what you see there, mate. This is what the English library looks like, mate. It is the English library. And I got King Edward cigar box. So, I mean, how regal do you need? I don't have the ability for green screen technology. Like, I know my graphics card does, but I don't install the shit that allows you to do that. You know, the, what's it called? GeoForce Experience or whatever it is. I don't install that with my graphics card. It's off. So I don't have any green screen ability. Unless OBS can green screen me. It's probably possible, actually. Let me try something here. Here we go. This is where... So, I guess I would need to have a separate window capture? No. Oh, I would do it on my camera, I think. So on my camera, I'd add an effect, or a filter rather. So effect filters, we want color key, chroma key. And then basically, I mean, you can see there's no single color. I need a single color in the background. And then it'll remove all that. So Yeah, it doesn't really work without it, does it? Can't really green screen yourself without the green screen. So that ain't gonna work. I don't know. English library, mate. What's with the English library? You try to say that my background is like messy, which it is, you know. Stop briefly. Hey, hang on. Is that you want to check out the sparkly stuff? Stop briefly to fight. Yeah, he does. Let's check it out then. It's too light. Oh shit, the camera keeps... I'm gonna have to redo this blue tack business. It's too light. You mean it's too bright behind me? I mean, I easily fix that, mate. Turn off the light. Well, actually, no, that doesn't fix it. Actually, that doesn't fix that at all. It's too light. It's not in the theme of Fighting Fantasy. Think your camera's good? Yeah, I do too. I do too. I'm always interested, like, you know, in people's, you know, thoughts. Always looking. I mean, I wouldn't want to do a green screen thing of just like fake books, because otherwise I just do this. If we're gonna do that, like, I just go boom. There you go. There's your library. Unfortunately, I'd have to then put all the elements of the camera on top of that, but it would still be this. It would still be the camera. It doesn't actually get rid of anything. It is daytime in the UK. Ask the sun to poo off. What? Yeah. Empire, that could have started a fight, by the way, because the way you've spelt son means father and son, not the sun in the sky, which is what you're referring to. You know, there is somebody who's sitting here watching this with his son. So, I mean, yeah, I could shut the curtains. I've got these blackout curtains here. I could just shut them, you know, to make it a little bit more. But I don't think it's, you know, that distracting, is it really? I just come closer to the camera, you know. Anyway, you find a round polished shield, by the way, half buried in the dirt, so we can take it. But what does that do if we find a shield? Does that actually give us a boost in skill or defense? Because it doesn't actually say. There's no mention of if you pick up a shield or if you have a shield in the beginning of the book, so it only says about magical swords, not shields. So we've got a shield for what it's worth. We can take it. We will make the executive decision on that one. You have to run hard to keep up with the moose. He zigzags through the undergrowth, glancing down at the ground occasionally for prints. All at once he stops and puts his arm up for you to stop running too. Halt! You shall not pass! You hear a rustling of branches to your left, followed by a piercing howl. Will you charge into the bushes towards that noise, or stand your ground? Might be for a defense against something. Your voice is really good. It will be nice if you're in something like a Harry Potter library. Cold Ballistic's got some sort of hard-on with books. Like, I want to see books behind you. I need to see more books. I need my book fix. I mean, we have got book. I mean, yeah, it's mainly films, isn't it? But there's mainly books. It's. I'm in the middle of organising all this crap behind me. I've got to get a new shelf unit, so I can shift off all the films to that, and then it'll be just the Fighting Fantasy books behind. So I've just got to get the shelving unit first to do that. So stand our ground, Jeff says. Who's looking after the tavern? Yeah, exactly. Free ale for the town. Like, And why did he take it upon himself? Why didn't he send somebody? Like, he asked us to do this mission. If he's so energetic and forthcoming, why didn't he go on the bloody journey to defeat Zagor? Why did he hand it off to us? Or hand off the go run after and tell that dude he's got 2 people after him, you know, to little Timmy, you know, with his dog. So we're gonna, what did you say? Stand your ground. Okay, 374. We're gonna stand our ground, guys. Get your sword and shield ready. Okay, we're going for it. You're just gonna pretend the DVD case are books. Yeah, these are these. This is the Book of Red Dragon. This is the classic book, Red Dragon. You know, the classic book of Face Off. It's a different type of library. I should have took all this down so you could see the Fighting Fantasy books behind. And I'm sorry about that. I'll sort my life out for next time, I promise. So, kind of, what did I say? Hang on a second here. I've kind of lost the, what number did I just whisper under my breath, by the way? Because I said the page number under my breath as I turned to it. And I think it's 374. It must be 374. We are standing our ground. Yeah, that's right. Well, which page number did I say? When I because I don't know what the number was before that. I think this is correct from what I'm about to say. Because the other one, 76, isn't correct in what they're saying. So it says a dagger flies out of the bushes. Right? We stand our ground, a dagger flies out of the bushes. Straight at you. Are you holding a shield? Do you not have a shield? We are holding a shield. I made the executive decision on that. So we are holding a shield. So I am correct. We are on the right path, guys. Reacting swiftly, you fling your shield up to block the steel dagger, which clatters off the shield and falls harmlessly to the ground. You pick it up, and then you charge into the bushes, brandishing your sword. Ah! Like that. So, someone's flinging daggers in the woods. And I think this picture relates to us. Very interesting picture. I'll read it and then I'll show you the picture. You leap into the bush, your sword cutting through the air. To your right is Moose, right? And in front of you are 2 servants of Zagor. They crouch, daggers drawn, and growl. Foamy spittle dripping from their dog-like jaws. Excuse me. Half dark elf and half goblin. Pure evil. Trackers are perfect hunters and messengers, always armed with a cross belt of throwing daggers across their chest. They will not usually fight openly unless cornered. This is what they look like. Pigmen, basically. It's basically a couple of piggies. Okay. Add that dagger to our equipment list. Well, we haven't got an equipment list. We've got a backpack, so put the dagger in the backpack, I guess. I won't put the shield because that wouldn't actually fit in our backpack. It'll go on our back like Captain America, and our sword goes in. So I don't put sword and shield down on the adventure sheet, but I'll put the dagger in the backpack. Trackers, yeah. They won't fight unless you openly cornered. Suddenly, they throw their daggers at you. And Moose as well, he's standing next to you. And they draw their short swords. But you are ready and duck below the flying dagger. The flying dagger, man, that sounds like a movie or a restaurant. Welcome to the flying dagger. Take your seats. Wasting not a second more, you charge at the nearest tracker. So there's 2 of them. We got to fight one of them. They've got a skill of 7 just like us. We're the big dice, by the way. But their stamina is only 6. Ours is 21. This should be pretty easy, guys. And we're within the time still, guys, for double ones. So which is good because they rolled a 3. Fucking hell. We've got a 5. They've got a 3. They've just lost 2 points. They're on stamina 4. So double 1s and double 6s don't apply for the next 15 minutes, which is good, I think. What did we get? 6. And we got a 7. They got a 6. They lose 1. So they're down to 3 points of stamina. There is no modifiers because we both got 7. But we're kicking it. Even with a skill of 7, we're winning. They got 3 stamina left. How mad is that? Woohoo! It's a good thing with that rules not enforced because we'd be dead by now. So they got 12 and we got 5. Oh boy. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7 points. We have to minus off our score of 21. 7 points. It's at 15, isn't it? We're down to 15. From 21 to 15, just like that. That's how quickly it can change. This could be quick. This could be. Hang on a second here. It's not happening the way it should. Okay. So they're still on 3. We got 8. So did they. So nothing happened there. Our swords clashed in the air. And nothing happened. Isn't it 14? 7, wasn't it? 7. So we had 21 minus 1. So you 6 from 20 is 14. Sorry, mate. Yeah, you're right. Let me just take another stamina point off us. Need like 51 stamina with this. No, it's honesty, mate. We do it honestly. We don't cheat in this one, so thank you for keeping me honest. Like, I didn't do that intentionally, but, you know, it did help us for a bit. Whoa, look at that. We rolled a double 6. Again, doesn't matter. We're still in time for the thing. So we rolled a 12. I think they're dead. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. They're dead. They're gone. Bye-bye. We won. Tracker 1 is dead. That was pretty good. We don't have meals to get our energy back up, do we? You pull your sword free from the tracker's chest and you look around and see that moose, right? He's been fighting the other tracker and he is also victorious. I have the power! Despite a deep gash. Oh, this is going to be a Mungo situation, isn't it? A search of trackers' bodies reveals 6 gold pieces, each stamped with the letter Z. Zagor's got his own currency. He's like Dolly Parton. He's got Dolly, you know, dollars or whatever it is. He's got his own money for Zagorland, you know. Welcome to Zagorland. Come on in. Kids eat free. Get your Zagor coins, each stamped with the Z. Welcome. Firetop Mountain Land. Yeah, Dal, mate, there's no meals. It doesn't give us any meals. It's weird. So, okay, you agree that you can keep 3 gold pieces each. So we just got 3 gold pieces. Way. No meals, no potions, exactly. No chance either. And you also take 2 more steel daggers. So I'll just add times 3 to the one in our backpack. So we got 3 daggers, guys, for what they're worth. I don't know what benefit they'll be, because we got a sword. Not content with emptying the pockets, Moose pulls the boots off the trackers and gives them a little shake. And a folded piece of brown stained paper comes out saying loo roll. You know. I'm not touching that smelly thing, says Moose. If you want it, you can have it. Well, yeah. If you do as Moose suggests. Okay, do you want to pick up the smelly brown paper, guys? Or do you want to just leave it? Flaming Aaron says don't touch it. Okay, so we'll just leave it then. We'll leave the paper on the ground. It's got a bit of a whiff to it. I'm not trusted it. Let's carry on. You walk back up to the path with Moose, deep in discussion about Zagor. You go in balls deep, Zagor. Mission accomplished, anyway, Moose says cheerfully. Is it, mate? Sorry, hang on. Mission accomplished. Mate, Zagor's still alive. It's not mission accomplished. Maybe for you, but, you know, I've still got to go after Zagor. It ain't mission complete at all. At least Zagor doesn't know we're coming. Sorry, you're coming, sorry. Eventually you shake hands and he goes back to his Tanvil and Anvil. And, yeah, we continue following the path in the opposite direction. Cheers, Moose. So, if Moose hadn't have come up, we would have come across these two pig boys on our own. Possibly they would have ambushed us and killed us. So, Moose Man really did save us, I think, because he killed one of them as well. So, that was a real, you know... You remember what happens if you looked. It's the one thing you remember. He's so drunk he forgot your mission. The midday sun. We're in a forest. I've just remembered this, guys. We're in a bloody forest. Get out. Forgot about that. Sorry. By midday, the sun overhead is shining brightly, and it is uncomfortably hot as you walk along the dusty path. You hear the sound, whistling, but somebody specifically is whistling. And in the distance, you can see an old man leading a donkey. Is it Donkey from Shrek? Hey, Shrek! How you doing, man? Two large wicker baskets piled high with mushrooms are strapped to the donkey's back. As you approach the man, he comes to a halt, and standing boldly in front of his donkey with his arms folded across his chest, he says, "Hiya, I'm Death..." Oh, sorry. I thought it said Death Trap. Sorry. Hi, I'm Dung Heap... Dung Heap Dan. I'm Dung Heap Dan. I'm Dung Heap Dan, the Mushroom Man. I'd rather be a poet than a man who has to hoe it. Mate, you say hello in that fashion to everybody? He smiles and he bows as if he's waiting for some applause. Do you want to talk with Dan, Dunkeep Dan, or would you just rather ignore him and walk on? Like, he says his little piece, and then he waits, and then you just carry on walking like the ultimate. Which one is the ass? Yeah, exactly. Oh, Dunkeep Dan. I might have to I want to just Google Dunkeep Dan and see if there is a picture. I want to see if anybody's made a picture about Dunkeep Dan. I'll probably get a business pop-up. Somebody has got, you know. So Dunkeep Dan, going to images, and all I get is a kid standing on a pile of shit. That's it. Dunkeep Dan, guys. That's where he is. Yeah, it's just a lot of shit, really. Just pictures of shit. King of the Dunkeep. I don't know. And then it's Return to Firetop Mountain, the character, but there is no picture association with it. So if somebody wants to type in AI chats in the Discord, like type Dunkeep, you know, put me a picture of Dunkeep Dan, please, you know, and let's have the picture of him and let's see what he looks like. Maybe needed the loo paper. He might have some food to buy. Well, yeah, hopefully. I mean, what are we doing, guys? Are we walking past him, or are we gonna, you know, chat with him? Like, what's the score here? Let's eat him. Bloody hell! Ram Street's into cannibalism. He's done a dance, and let's just Jeffrey Dahmer him instead. Like, do you want his food though? Yeah, don't keep. He's got cow pat pie ready for dinner. You know. Couldn't give a shit. Right, Leo says chat to Dung Boy. Yeah, Dan, we'll have a chat. You're talking shit though, mate. Some minstrels playing. You open your mouth to speak, but Dan immediately attempts another rhyme. Take a mushroom, I won't tell. When you're ill, it'll make you well. You realise that talking to Dan is a bloody chore, and it could be a waste of time. You accept his gift gratefully, putting the mushroom in your backpack. We got some magic mushrooms, guys. So that's another space gone. Mushrooms. Are they, what kind of mushrooms? Are we talking chestnut? Shiitake? What kind of mushrooms we got here? Dan then sets off with his donkey towards Anvil, leaving you to continue east. Like, okay. What was that all about? Ian's got some quirky ideas. Half an hour later, it starts to piss down with rain, and you come to a place where the path splits. Do you wish to keep walking east towards the big Firetop mountain in the distance, or would you rather turn south towards Darkwood Forest, which I thought we were already in, and go to see Nostromo in its tower? Are we going to head straight for the mountain, or are we going to go see Yazzie first? Yeah, I like this man's style. The Discord. Eh? Where do I post it? Oh, you got one! Mate, yep. In the Discord, mate. You put it in the Discord and I'll show you what it... I'll show it on stream what it is. I mean, everybody could just go see it for themselves, like, but... Have you put it in yet? No, you haven't, mate. You haven't put anything in yet, mate. Just waiting for that to show up. Make sure you got the right Discord, like. In the Black Lobster Inn, yeah? Not in any other location. Just whack it in, mate. So, yeah. We're going to go see Yazzie. The Yazster. Yo, Nostromo, what's going on? Boom, he's put it in. Hang on. I want to see... Remember 120, guys. In case I forget. Have a nice heal and go fuck yourself. Hi, I'm Dunkeep Dan, everybody. Dunkeep Dan, at your service. What is that? Have a nice heal and go fuck yourself. Love it. Thank you, mate. Thank you. Right. An hour or so later, right, you hear a cry for help coming from a wood in the middle of the scrubland to your right. What? Do you want to investigate the cry for help, or do you want to continue on to the tower? What shall we do? It's a cleric version of Bubbles from Trailer Park Boys. Ah. I've never watched that, to be honest. Trailer Park Boys. That is our Dunkeep Dan from now on, guys. In fact, you know what? We should collect. We should find... actually, I'm going to spend a day, and I'll get it ready for August the 27th, getting AI to make me a picture of characters in the Fighting Fantasy books. And we'll go through them on August the 27th. I'll have a whole selection for every book. I can't believe I've just agreed to this now. I'm going to have to spend a full day doing this. But the AI is going to be pissed off with me by the end of the day. You know. You got some good artwork, mate. Feel free to put it in the Black Lobster Inn, mate. That's what it's there for. Did you do fantasy versions of the other characters? Yeah, man, that's what we want, isn't it? Your art is real. I'm not real. I'm AI, by the way, just to let you know. What should we do, guys? Shall we investigate the cry for help, or shall we just keep on walking? What do you want to do? I'm always interested to see people's artwork. I love it, you know. Keep walking, Greg says, sorry. Yeah, let's leave the person to die softly by themselves. You know, we got a mish. We're on a mish. The rest of the day passes without incident, and as light starts to fade, you begin to think about finding a place to sleep for the night. You know the dwarf village of Stonebridge isn't too far away, although you do wonder whether you'll be able to reach it before nightfall. Will you find somewhere to sleep while it's still light, or do you want to just carry on walking and watch the sun slowly set in the horizon? What shall we do? Maybe we should get, like, Jeff to do some artwork for us on August the 27th, on the day, live, as we're talking about the books. I could have a camera connected to Jeff, and he's doodling out what we're doing. What do you reckon, mate? Would you be up for that? You can live draw. I do it all the time. Boom. Would you? What are you doing on August the 27th, mate? Do you want to join me for 12 hours? Well, you wouldn't have to do the full 12. You just do, you know, whatever time you want to join, to be honest. Yeah, remember the House of Hell video? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. This is where Jeff tells us he's that artist. That was me in the video, by the way. Yeah, I remember watching that on, what was it, Smosh Games or something? I can't remember the channel now. They did a reading of it. I absolutely, that was an ace video. I loved that. Mr. Squiggle. You do plan to be here on that day, mate. If you're up for it, we'll have a chat in Discord afterwards, and we'll set it up. I'll have to connect to, you know, you'll have to have a camera pointed down at your artwork or something, and then I'll connect into that somehow through the magic of technology. And yeah, if you're up for it, mate, I am. As long as work isn't interrupting. Do you work from home? Is that, you know, Mr. Witty, it's your turn to, you know, do some work. Well, whatever it is, I don't know what you do, mate. I'm gonna forget where we are. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You're an IT software engineer. Well, let's hope the world has no problems on that day, you know. Just put a sign on your door saying, you know, gone for fags, back in 12 hours, gone for fags, you know. That would be ace, mate, if you could do that. If you're willing to do that, that would be ace. I would love that. It would be my honor to have you on that stream doing live drawings, you know. Then you can go and sell them if you want, mate. If you want. Sign on my door that just says fire. Yeah, man. Yeah, because I could pretty much keep this setup, and then Jeff would be where the book is. So you'd have a very big picture of you doing some drawings, me chatting shit on this side, and then I'll replace the dice with where the book would go that we're currently talking about. And I might have the timer going so I can keep track of how long the stream's going on for, you know. Yeah, we're 5 hours in, guys. Jeff's hand's falling asleep now. He's drawn it to death, you know. Guys, what do you want to do? Do you want to find somewhere to sleep before the sun hits the ground, or do you want to carry on walking for a bit? Even if it's just like for an hour or 30 minutes or whatever you can do. It's, you know, that it would be my honor to have you on, mate. Sleep. Rhymester says get somewhere to sleep while it's still light. Okay. Somewhere to sleep. Somewhere to watch over me. You leave the path and wander into the undergrowth. Eventually, you come across the ruin of a wooden hut which looks as if it was burnt down many years ago. Ivy covers what's left of the walls and floor, and the people who once lived here have long since moved on. You decide to poke around the floor of the hut with your sword, After several stabs into the ivy, you hear a dull clunk as your sword makes contact with something metallic. You cut away the ivy and uncover an iron ring which is attached to a trap door. What the fuck? Dal, you've given me $5, mate? What for? You have to run, sadly. But thanks for the adventure. See you in a fortnight or whatever. Thanks for the cleric bubbles, Jeff. Oh, mate. Dal, thank you so much. You didn't have to pay, though. Like, thank you so much. I'm trying to respawn, but I don't know how... There we go. Thank you for that. $5, but... have you got a Captain America? What? Who's the dude in your picture? I thought it was Captain America, but I don't think it is. I can't really see it that well. Anyway, have a good day, Dal, and I'll see you next time. Yeah, thank you so much for coming and stopping by, and thanks for slipping the $5 under the door as well. You know. Are the dwarfs Stonebridge our friend, or did we do something despicable? I mean, we don't know these people. We're not the dude from Warlock of Firetop Mountain. We're another adventurer. We have been off somewhere else saving the world, so we don't know these dwarfs, evidently. Like, I would say, unless the book tells us differently, you know. I honestly don't know if we are. I would say no, though, because we don't know them, you know. You'll let me know your commitments early August. Yeah, no, mate. Even if it's on the day, you let me know. Although, actually, no, don't let me know on the day, because I need to set up the camera system. If you say yes, I can, I need to have time to do the camera. I can't do it on the day, because by then I'll have already. I need to know, actually, by the last week of July, if you can or not. Because by early August, I'm already going to have everything sorted for the layout of my cameras. Like, in July, I'm doing the camera layout. So I kind of need to know the last week of July, mate, if that's okay. You can make it the 31st of July if you want. But by August, I've already got things... I'll have things set up already. So hopefully, fingers crossed. Like, but it definitely won't work on the day or like a week before, because then I'll have to redo everything, and I'll be crying basically if I do. Like, I like to get things sorted and planned, as you can see by the shithole behind me. Like that. Right, let me continue on. So there's an iron ring on the door of the floor, and lifting it up makes a loud creaking noise, and as you peer into the gloom, you can hear insects and small creatures fluttering and scurrying below. On the top step of the stairs leading down, you see a candle and a flint. So I guess we're going down. You soon have the candle lit and climb down into the darkness. You find yourself standing in a small cellar with just enough headroom to stand up in. Cobwebs are everywhere. Is anybody afraid of spiders, by the way? Because they're everywhere. It's Arachnophobiaville. There are 2 clay pots on a shelf, and a wooden box lies under a rickety old table. Despite the profusion of insect life and small rodents, it seems to be a very safe enough place in which to spend the night. Cobwebs everywhere, rodents, insects, spiders. Oh yeah, let's get some shut-eye. Spiders are fine, wives are scary. That's so true, mate. Posted what I'm working on right now over in the Discord. Yeah, cool, I'll check it out in a sec, mate. These aren't the dwarves you're looking for. Mate, oh. These aren't the dwarves you're looking for. Actually, Yastromo makes a great Obi-Wan, doesn't he? And then I guess this dude is the Emperor, you know. He looks a bit like, you know, Plagueis, or maybe, or Palpatine. So I guess what we got choices here. We have 4 choices. We can either go to sleep. We can either examine the clay pots, if you want. We can examine the wooden box, if you want. Or find somewhere to sleep if you want. Could barely do that one. Do like that, that's better. So, what do you want to do, guys? Do you want to box? Examine the wooden box. Jeff, straight in there. Get the box. What's in the box? What's in the box? You prise the lid of the box off with the tip of your sword, and you discover a small leather pouch inside. The pouch contains a small wooden ball and a small wooden brick. The hell? This sounds like the earliest version of the Wii. Deciding to keep them, you put them in your pocket. So we got wooden ball and wooden brick. So that's another space in the old backpack. Wooden ball, wooden brick as one space. What the hell is that? Do you know what? Why have I got that all the way over there? I'm going to move this onto my lap. So it's the adventure sheet is basically, I want to put it on my lap because I'm stretching out. And I don't know why I'm doing that, because I'll have it on my lapsies. My lapsies. I don't... Son of a bitch. I don't know why that keep... It must be the heat. Blue tack is not a great thing to stick items with. I mean, it's been working fine, evidently. I don't know why suddenly it just keeps drooping. Unless it's maybe the camera. I don't know. Where some urns. Yeah. I don't know what. Deciding to keep them, you put them in your pocket. Do you want to examine the clay pots, or do you want to go to sleep, or do you want to find somewhere else to sleep? What shall we do? Should we check out the urns? Or the clay pots, urns, pots, whatever. Should we check them out, or do you want to go to sleep, or do you want to find somewhere else to sleep, guys? I can't believe we haven't got any meals. Livingston's trying to kill us in this book. It's definitely an Ian Livingston book, mate, isn't it? You can tell. Here we go. We got some more pictures here. DCC Day 2025. Mate, I'm colouring that in, mate. I'm going to print that out and colour it in myself. July 19th. What the hell's that? DCC Day. What's DCC Day, Jeff? Oh, you say it in the post. Dungeon Crawl Classics Worldwide Event. Working on while the live stream is happening. The Dungeon Crawl Classics. I mean, everybody can see this in the Discord, so I'm not gonna show it up. But yeah, mate, I'm gonna print that off and I'm gonna color it in. I got some crayons. I'm gonna do a nice little coloring. So definitely, mate. Saved. There we go. I do the advertisement for the South Korea event. No way. Oh, sorry, the Seoul Korea, not the South Korea. The Seoul Korea. No way, really. That's pretty cool. Just get you on board for International Global Fighting Fantasy Day. So what are we doing, guys? Check those pots, Leo says. Sorry, mate, I didn't. So we're going to examine the clay pots. Has anybody read this book, by the way? Has anybody got this book? I forgot to ask. Has anybody got this book? Because obviously the later ones, a little bit more, you know, tricky to source. Not everybody's either got it or even read it, you know. Who's got what? You've got it, you just haven't read it. Bloody hell, mate. Flaming Heron's got it. Leo's got the Scholastic version. Oh yeah, Leo said that. Yeah, I forgot about that. The first pot's empty, by the way. But the second contains a large iron key with the number 142 stamped on its barrel. You decide to keep the key, but it's so big it's going to take up a space in your backpack. And it's got a 142 on it. You make a mental note of the number, just in case. Now, do you want to go to sleep, or do you want to find somewhere else to sleep? That was a good good shout. For that iron key, I reckon, is important. Definitely going to help. The iron key is. You got both penguin and stalactites. Nap time. Jeff says go to sleep. Let's go to sleep. Good night, guys. Stream's over. I'm going to sleep. Bye. You make a bed out of ivy tendrils, covered with an old sack. After eating some bread and cheese, where the hell did that come from? After eating some bread and cheese, which doesn't recover your energy, like doesn't recover stamina points. Like, where did this bread and cheese shit come from? I mean, just pull out my cheese board and so I got some wine. Like, what the hell? I've got a fondue set going. Like, where? Sorry, Ian. Like, you say we didn't start with meals, yet you're pulling out bread and cheese on the adventure. What? And you're not giving us the points to knock up our stamina. Like, what is that all about? I want answers, Ian, mate. Come on. Like, what are you playing at? In the pitch darkness, you can hear scratching sounds as the insects come out of hiding. They want a bit of cheese as well. Everybody loves cheese. You know? I fucking fancy cheese now, to be honest, by saying it. But as soon as you're fast asleep. You don't care if they get your cheese. You know? You're lactose intolerant anyway. In the morning, you wake up to the sound of footsteps crossing the floor above you. You grope slowly for your sword. It's rigid and hard. Okay, we gotta test our luck, guys. We got a luck of 8. And we rolled an 8. So, I can't remember if it's... Is it the same? Testing... Let me just double check, because Ian likes to change things sometimes. I think that's classed as lucky. If the number is equal to or less than your current score, you have been lucky. So we rolled an 8. We've got an 8. Well, now we've got a 7. Oh shit! Drop my pen. Where's my glasses case? Might as well get that now as well. It's under me chair. Shit. Ah. Okay. Let me get back into position now. This is this is not professional at all, is it? Right, luck of 7. We are lucky. I definitely need to change my headset because I can't do that to get the hair that is encroaching my face out of my face. Okay. We are lucky. It's our lucky day. You ask yourself one question. Do I feel lucky? Yeah, I do, actually. You feel like a trapped animal with the blood pumping through... What? Through your veins until your hand encounters the reassuring cold steel of your sword. At any moment, you expect the trap door to be thrown open. You can hear muffled voices, but they do not sound human. The sound of a horn suddenly blasts out, and the creatures above you run off. The air horns. It's the old horn for attack, isn't it? The old air horn. Everybody leave. That's it. This is not a drill. Please leave. You wait 5 minutes before slowly raising the trapdoor and peering out. You cannot see a living soul. You climb out of the cellar, make your way back to the path, and head south. So we're back in, back in the forest, I guess. You know. So we start heading south. This story hasn't even started. We haven't even reached Firetop Mountain yet. Like, Will we even make it to the mountain, do you think, guys? Ooh, hello. Look at that. It's turned into Pocahontas, guys. Look at that. Big John Smith boats just suddenly appeared in the in the story. That's a nice picture. Look at that. How gorgeous is that? Absolutely gorgeous, my friend. Lovely. 3 hoots, it's the White Walkers. A brisk 3-hour march brings you to the outskirts of Stonebridge. You walk into a village and you're met by all the little people. You can't say dwarfs these days, can you? Dwarfs, isn't that derogatory? Shouldn't it be, I don't know, small, not small. People of challenged height. They change it every few years. They're never happy. Hang on. He shave off my hair, I think. When my mum comes, I'll say, shave it off, man. Just send me bald and that'll save me doing it for a while. Height impaired. I don't know, man. It's they get annoyed every time. You got to change it, and it's like back in the day, dwarf was fine, but then they got upset about that, so they changed it. I think, and the M. It's like the M word. You can't say midget. That's like saying the N word. That is. They're like, whoa! They kick off at midget. So, even saying they, I think, is offensive because it's as if they're like a group of separate humans or something. Do you know what I mean? Like a subspecies or something. You can't even call them subspecies. That's offensive. You know, literally, no matter what, even if you call them by their name, you know, they could get Warwick. What are you trying to say? You know, not all of us, you know, are the characters we play. So, like, I just, yeah. Just call them LPs. LPs! Yeah, LPs. Or VCs. You know. The people that don't like the word dwarf are the people who are not even dwarfs. Actually, in the sense of fighting fantasy, obviously, it is an actual species. It's not just like little people or whatever the current term. Insert the current term here, you know, for whatever the current term is. I don't know what it is. I don't keep up with that. But these dwarfs are not like Earths. Whatever the word is. These are an actual different species in this book. So we can say dwarfs because we're not referring to the ones on Earth, you know, who get upset or whatever. Like, completely. So dwarfs, I'm just saying dwarfs, man. I'm not even bothered with it now. I'm past it. You walk into the village and are met by 2 dwarfs holding signs saying dwarf lives matters and all that. One of them is Greta, you know. News travels fast in Alancia, for one of them says, "Welcome, stranger. We have been expecting you." Have you? You knew I was coming? I only decided to come here recently. Like, I wasn't gonna come here. Seeing your puzzled look, he continues, "Messenger bird brought us the news from Anvil, and we wish to help you so that you can meet Yastromo, the great wise wizard. It is your good fortune that you came to visit us, because Yastromo is actually not at home today. He has gone to the town of Card." So Ian Livingston, you know, Yastromo was demanding a heavy fee to be included in the book, and so he just thought, I won't write you in then if you're going to be asking for loads of money just to feature in Return to Firetop Mountain. I'll just forget it. I'll write you out. So Yastromo's not in this one, I guess. He's gone to the town of Cad, which is far to the west of Stonebridge, down the Red River. Plague has broken out there, and he's gone to help. But we are not sure if this is of Zagor's doing. We have a fast-sailing boat that can get you there in half a day. It is manned and ready to sail immediately. Come on now, follow us. We have no time to lose. Oompa Loompa. Oh, has me thinking of the dwarfs that got put out of a job by Peter Dinklage for the Snow White movie. Eh? Put out of a job by Peter Dinklage, who is one. So, did he play them all? I've not seen that film because, you know, I prefer the original cartoon myself. I'll watch it. I think I actually do have it. I think I've actually got it. I don't know, actually. I can't remember now, to be honest. He complained about Snow White mocking dwarfs. Did he? No, he said they shouldn't cast dwarfs for it, so they didn't. What? Hang on. I mean, I'm going to fire this bad boy up because I think I have got it. S. It'll be S. QRS. Snow White. There it is. I do have it. Let me have a little look-see. This is... Do you know what? I always do something that completely nukes copyright on this video. I'm turning the sound right down so copyright doesn't get me. So, there's the Disney Tower. Tinkerbell, right. That's I don't see any little people. Let me fast forward to the little people. It does look pretty cool. It looks a bit like Alice in Wonderland as well. There's the Peter Rabbit moment where she's deciding, oh, hello, yeah, let me just go into this home that isn't mine. A little breaking and entering with the forest animals. Where's the hi-ho moment? So she decides to sleep in what looks like kids' beds. Here we go. Is there a hi-ho song? Yeah. So what... so it's computer animated, obviously. They decided instead of using actual people, we'll just CGI it and make them look like garden gnomes. Like, what? Sorry? Didn't realize garden gnomes were in the original intent of Walt Disney's animated classic. So they removed the humans and used CGI dwarfs. I mean, they look alright, like, but as CGI goes. Initially, they didn't even have these dwarves, and it was magical people. What? Magically people? What? Peter already made millions. He stopped others like him from getting jobs. So Peter kicked off. Him and Warwick are like the forefront runners, aren't they? Because they're like the main ones. They must... The community of whatever the term is must hate them because they're always getting the jobs. But, oh no, wait, there's the one who works with Tim Burton, Skin Deep or something his name is. Can't remember. Deep something. He was in the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. There was Kenny Baker. We've lost him. He was the R2. Oh, there you go. Seen the bits now. I don't need to see any more. Get rid of that. Magical people. They were a bunch of random people. None of them dwarves, if the leaks are to be believed. The original Warlock of Firetop Mountain had a scene featuring the song Hi Hi. Or Hi Ho, I think you meant. It's off to work we go, but the publisher asked them to pull it. It's the scene where you stop to watch the mining tools. Hi ho. Really? So, okay, we got no time to lose. You follow the two dwarfs through the village to the banks of the Red River, where a strange sailing vessel is moored. It is about 10 meters long and narrow, but with canvased racks sticking out on both sides. It has a 5-meter pole that pokes through threateningly out of the bow. Doubtless, it's a ramming weapon. I'm familiar with that concept. I carry one myself. The mast is tall and curved. Don't know that concept. Somewhat resembling an enlarged longbow. The massive sail flaps noisily in the wind, waiting for someone to harness the power. 9 men stand in hang on a second here. 9 men stand in line. There's Dopey, there's Sneezy, there's Doc, there's Bashful, right? What? Hey, it is Snow White and the 9 dwarfs in it. Oh no, Snow White and the 7. Oh, it's 7. Sorry, not 9. Sorry, there's 7. Sorry. We got 9. We're 2 better than Disney, basically. I suppose putting 7 would have been 2 on the nose, wouldn't it? 9 men stand in line before the boat. Their faces brown and lined, as all seasoned sailors' faces are. The dwarfs point to the men and says, "These men are good friends of the dwarfs of Stonebridge. They will take you to Card." Pointing at the shortest man, who is standing at the head of the line, he continues, "This is Sasha Cohen, Sasha, whatever his name is, Ali G. This is Sash, he's in charge. The helmsman's name is Laurie. The others are Phil." He's worded them all. Phil, Ewan, Stewie, Crook, Mac, Nell, and Nidro. You greet the crew and climb aboard. The vessel feels very unstable, being so narrow, and it starts to rock from side to side. I mean, yeah. So, "We're out of here," shouts Laurie, jumping aboard. The 2 dwarfs untie a boat as the rest of the crew also jump on board. They rush about their various tasks, pulling on ropes, balancing the boat, trimming the huge sails. The boat pulls away immediately, ploughing through the water at an alarming rate. Ahead, you notice a rowing boat lying upside down and bobbing along downstream. An orc is clinging to the upturned hull. Do you want to tell Laurie to slow the boat in order to pick up the orc? Or would you rather just sail on? If the boats are rocking, don't come a knocking. Tolkien is turning in his grave. It's a baseball team. Yeah. The nine fellas. Disney has turned woke. Oh, yeah, man. It's woke Disney now, isn't it? Not Walt Disney. They should rebrand and just woke Disney. I'm sure that is... If you Google woke Disney, someone's done some artwork for it already. You know what I mean? Desperate Disney, if anything. They're always... I mean, they're doing things for the people because they want our money. So they are giving you what you want, but there's so many things getting in the way of that. You know, PC terms and all that shit. And they're so afraid because they are a family affair. Like, it's a family, they're for kids, really. Disney's, you know, always been aiming at the kids. So we can't have anything adult in anything we own, you know, or associated with us. And the history of everybody that works here has to be, like, as clean as a whistle. Otherwise, get rid of them, you know. Unless they're mega, and then we'll keep them. But we'll hush everything else, you know. Can we slow down then, pretend to pick him up, and then start sailing as he gets close? Mate, you're right. Ah! Psych! Fucking hell. Let him drown, Rhymester says. Fuck that orc off. So, okay, we're just sailing on then. Bloody hell. Bit vicious, the Rhymester is. Let him drown. Balls to him. He picked his people, you know. Should have chose better friends. Bye. As your boat speeds by the orc, he snarls and hurls a throwing axe at us. Roll 2 dice. Okay, I've rolled 2 dice, Ian. What now? That is a 6, by the way. You can't really tell because I thought I put that so you could see it if it hits the wall at the back. We've got sexy 6. What does that mean? If the total rolled is between 2 and 9, which it is, okay. I don't know if this is good or not, guys. if the total is 10 or more. Right. Chances of rolling 10 or above are pretty slim, so that might be the death bit there. The axe thuds into the back of Phil, who topples over into the river, dead, even before he hits the water. Bye, Phil. Phil's had his fill, basically. Sorry, Phil. And Phil is spelt F-Y-L-L, not like Philip, you know? The boat sails on. Forget Phil. Don't even try and rescue him and send his body back to his family. Fuck Phil. The boat sails on, the crew silenced by the unexpected loss of one of their own. Roll for your luck. Oh shit. We got a luck of 7. Oh, we're alright. Roll for your luck. We rolled 7. We're still lucky. Again, the dice it is 7. We're lucky. Now we got luck of 6 now. It's getting dicey now. We're lucky. Oh my god. That is dangerous. I almost wouldn't... Hang on a sec. Yeah, we have to roll for our luck, but on the other page, there is another roll for your luck. If you're not paying attention, you would end up going off this one instead, where it's a completely different test your luck thing. Bloody hell. We should visit Phil's family. Nah, forget Phil, man. Phil's gone. Bye, Phil. Just leave Phil to drown. I mean, he's already dead, but don't even recover the body for the family. Fuck Phil, man. Phil wasn't a nice person, I think. That's why we left him behind. Like, I mean, it should be leave no man behind, isn't it? We should go back for his body, wrap him in cloth, you know, coins in the eyes for the afterlife, pay the toll, send the body off, done. But not in this one. No, Phil was a nasty piece of work. Honestly, kiddie fiddler, I think some people said. So, you know, bye, Phil. You're crocodile meat, mate. Life choices were poor, you know. A white dove circles, then lands on the deck, and you notice a small pouch is attached to its leg. This dove has got a money bag attached to him. The bird appears to be unconcerned as you untie the pouch from its leg, and inside you find a message from Moose. This dove, right, knew exactly who to look for. Like, flying above, oh, that looks like that adventurer down there. Like, I'll go land by him. This dove has been trained by Moose himself, and he says, Zagor has sent a doppelganger, a ghost-like imposter of you-know. No, I don't, mate. Oh, sorry, I missed out a line. A ghost-like imposter of Yastromo to trap you when you reach Card. But as you know, doppelgangers always have green eyes, and Yastromo's eyes are blue. Beware. Do they? Is that true? I've never known that. How do we know that this dove is not a doppelganger and is giving us false information? Wondering how Zagor has found you out about your mission, you throw the message into the river. The dove flies off as the boat continues its rapid journey downstream. Boom. Just leave his corpse bobbing in the water like a tea bag. Yeah, that's it exactly. Phil could have been the doppelganger. How do we know any one of these crew members isn't a doppelganger? How do we know we're not the doppelganger? How would you know that? You wouldn't know that, would you? You'd think you're the original deal, wouldn't you? You're not. Am I the Xerox copy? Eh? What's going on? I don't know. Michael Caine. What? Hey, Tony comes in. What does Michael Caine have to do with it? I don't get that. Tony's in the house, everyone. Say hi. You place your treasure... Hang on, what? We didn't have any treasure. Hang on a second here. What's going on? Oh, sorry, yeah. As the morning wears on, dark clouds appear overhead and the wind quickly picks up. The unstable boat is caught by a sudden gust and tilts disconcertingly over to one side. Hey! The motion in the ocean, guys! It's getting a bit rocky. If the crew consists of 5 or fewer members... Shit, should we have been keeping track? We only lost 1. So, we had 9. We've got 8. There's us as well. So, no, it doesn't. It didn't tell us to keep track of the crew members. If there are more than 5 crew left on board, which there is. Man, that's a good thing we remember that shit, isn't it? The crew react by easing the sails and balancing the boat quickly and without undue effort. Their long experience making the task look easy. The boat, this is Pirates of the Caribbean, isn't it? This is what this is. The boat continues its speedy voyage downriver until at last it glides to a halt at a jetty on the riverbank, where a narrow tributary from the north joins the river. You jump off the boat and thank the crew, and as they turn the boat around to sail back upriver, you approach the people standing on the jetty. They are quite a number milling around, most of them poor and dressed in tattered clothing. They are carrying small bundles and sacks, and all appear sad and downcast. You start a conversation with a tall man wearing a black beard, and learn that he is waiting for a boat to take him upriver to Silverton, so as to escape the plague which is devastating Cod. You ask him if he knows the whereabouts of Yazzie. He replies that he saw the wizard last night in the town square, mixing potions to give to sick people. The man tells you that if you follow the narrow tributary north for a short distance, you will come to Cad. Cad! You soon arrive at the outskirts of the town. Here he is. Here's Gandalf. And all about you is a sense of atmosphere and despair. The occasional person you meet looks either ill or scared, and there is a slight whiff of decay in the air. But the Yazzies let one go. A Yaz fart. They're not nice, they are. A cart track runs from the water bit to the town gates. And you see an old man walking along it towards you. He is dressed in long, flowing scarlet robes, and his hair and beard are long and white. From 20 meters away, he calls out to you, saying, "Welcome, stranger. I am Yastromo, the wizard you are seeking. I believe..." Huh? But you don't know, mate? If you're Yastromo? On reaching you, he puts out his hand in greeting. And there's a picture, guys. Here's Yazzie. "Hello, I'm Yastromo, the wizard." And camera can't focus. There we go. Look at Yazzie, guys, eh? "You shall not pass!" Well, Yastromo looks identically to Gandalf, doesn't he? And looks like Ian McKellen as well, I think. Isn't it? On reaching you, he puts his hand out. His face is suddenly lit up by the sun as the cloud passes by, and his green eyes sparkle. Do you wish to shake his hand, or do you prefer not to shake his hand? Why wouldn't you? It's Yastromo, isn't it? What shall we do? Shall we shake his hand? It's Yastromo. Or shall we tell him to fuck off? It is a good drawing, isn't it? Black and white eyes, huh? Sorry, I don't shake strange men's hands. Well, we've never met Yastromo before. So what are we? Is that the answer, Flaming Heron? We're not shaking his hand. Is that what you want to? Sorry, Yazzie. You're my. I need to meet with you, but I ain't touching you, mate. You know. Take his hand, Jeff says. Shake it, shaking it. Have you shaked Yazzie before coming out of the toilet, by the way? Okay, pages are stuck together on this one. Soon as you touch the wizard's hand, he starts to laugh out loud. He's got one of those buzzers in his hand. You know. His body starts to shimmer, and soon, your page, turn the page here. You are able to see right through it. Oh, so see right through him. This is because you're shaking the hand of a doppelganger, not the hand of Yastromo. Oh, that's all right. No foul. If you're not Yastromo, how about you just fuck off and I'll go find Yastromo. No harm, no foul. The ghost-like figure has the ability to drain you of your life when you look down. What? When you look down? That's a specific one, isn't it? If you look down, so if you do that, you're fine. Like, you shake hands like that. Oh, what's up, man? What's happening? Oh, well, I want to make you enough for your camera feels. Alright? That's a bit of a, when you look down. Oh, sorry, no, hang on. I read that wrong, sorry. It says here, it has the ability to drain your life, comma, and then when you look down, it says, not as, so when you look down, you see that your own body is turning transparent too. He's bloody Marty McFlying us. What's going on? You try to pull your hand away, but it's too late. You are doomed to live in a twilight world forever. What? Has he just turned us into a ghost or a vampire? We got to go find some chick now. We got a werewolf enemy. Your adventure is over, guys. We just died at 1 hour and 17 minutes. Your adventure is over. What? You shake hands with a doppelganger and it kills you. I've never known that before, man. That's never been the rule, generally. Like, Rhymester says, I said no first. Did you? Rhymester says, great drawing. And then, oh no, hang on, wait. Yeah, and then Flaming Heron said, sorry, I don't shake strange men's hands, but I don't know if that was that's what the answer was. And then Jeff says, I wish I was that great an artist. And then Jeff said, take his hand. And then Rhymester said, no, don't shake hands. So Jeff's came first. I can screenshot it if you want, mate. And then Ram Street said, check the colour of his eyes. And Jeff says, take his hand, twirl him round, do the tango. So that's what happened. I shake hands with doppelgangers all the time. Yeah, I've never known it to be you die if you shake the hand of a doppelganger. Like, they're just people who look like somebody else. Since when, in fact, Mr. Livingston, we're going to get to the bottom of this right now. I'm going to find the book amongst here. Hang on a sec. It's here somewhere. Or did I pull... Oh, here it is. Out of the Pits. All right? Out of the Pits. This is the Monster Book Manual. Okay? So, we're going to look up Doppelganger. Because it surely should be in here. If it's a thing. You know. Changeling is in here. And every were creature you can find. They've even got cockrice in here. You know, whatever that is. But there's no D's. In fact, there's nothing that begins with a D. It goes from cockrice, and then it goes to giant crab. There's no D or E creatures. What, there's no demons? Hang on a sec, that can't be right. Oh, no, wait, we're still in the seas. Sorry. Giant crab wasn't a part of it. So, there's the D's. So, we want doppelganger. We got earth demon. Devlin. Dinosaur. They got dinosaurs. That's cool. Only a few though. Dog. Dragor. Dragon. No doppelganger features in this. I think Ian's making it up. I mean, he is, isn't he? Never mind the D's. Well, it should be in here if it's a real thing. Because this is our Bible. This is how we go by things. This is how... Look, dwarfs are in here. They've only got a little section. But they're in here. This is how we know about the creatures of the Titan world. And if it's not in here, it ain't real. Ian's pulling it out of his ass. The rules he's changing. I don't know since when shaking the hand of a doppelganger killed you, but for number 50 it does. So we didn't even make it to the mountain, guys. We didn't even get there. Yastromo is sitting at home with his herbs and his mushrooms and his potions going, somebody's supposed to be coming to see me. I don't know what. Does Yastromo even expecting us? Does he know we're coming? I don't think he does. Let me get the next book out. I've just got to remove a lot of shit first. I'm in the middle, right? Sorry, I'm in the middle, guys, of like doing something to do with something else, right? Just like loads of videos about films, really. And so for the time being, there's my shelf is complete disarray. So this was book number 50. So we're on 51 next. And book number 51 is Island of the Undead. Another great classic. Pictures. They've lost the pictures, guys. They've lost their Hawaiian shirts on the back. They've gone all serious. Like, look at them pictures. It looks a bit artsy fartsy, doesn't it? It looks a bit Barnes and Noble, you know? Where's the Hawaiian shirt? I liked Ian in his Hawaiian shirts. I've got Hawaiian shirts. I like wearing them. You know? Gotta have your Hawaiian shirts. Let's get all this shit back. Actually, I'll just leave it for now. It's all right. So, that's it, guys. We're dead. A total not memorable book. Hey? No, Jeff, don't be sad and down, mate. Everybody takes... Oh, I can take these off. Everybody takes it in turns killing us. Everybody. I didn't even have a gold bar. I bought them for no reason whatsoever. I mean, I will eat them anyway, to be honest. They'll be gone by the next time, you know. But you can never feel bad, mate, because it happens to us all. Everybody takes it in turns nuking the story, and it's fine. It's just a part of it. It's all good, mate. Ian makes up all his books. What? Hang on, Ian makes them all up. That's news to me, mate. I did not know that. I thought he was just documenting what happens in a magical world far away. Hang on, you're telling me that these books are just stories made up by somebody? Because I thought it was a diary from what happens in another world, like, you know, like Tolkien did. Didn't he go to the Lord of the Rings land and just write down what he saw, like Lucas did in a galaxy far, far away, and then they come back and tell us all these stories? Because that's how I've always believed it to be. Seriously, like that's how I like it to be. I like it to be that, you know, stories and films aren't made up bullshit from somebody's head, you know, which obviously they are, but that somebody's gone to a galaxy far, far away and just noted what's happened, made a diary, come back, and that's the script for the film that they shoot. That's kind of like how I like to believe things, you know. I think that is the road to dementia. When you start altering your reality, like, that has got to be the road to dementia, I feel. John's in. Morning, John. Now, yeah, you are late, mate. We have actually just finished. We just died. We shook the hands of a dude who's like an Elvis impersonator, and it killed us. Doppelganger. Since when has shaking the hand of a doppelganger killed you? But in that book it did. And that's the book that we did. So let me swap it out now for the one that we're doing next time, which is that one. Island of the Undead. How's it going, Johnny? Steve Jobs cosplay. Referring to the, yeah, they both look like Steve Jobs, so they're cosplaying Steve Jobs. It's a Russ Nicholson book, is it? Oh, cool. Let me make up the stream first. I feel like I'm making up the bed. Let me just make the bed, guys. So, just bear with. So it's the island. It's Island of the Undead, not the Island of the Undead. It's just Isle of the Undead. Let me get the camera out of the way. Dicey, Bime. Because I want to try and still, you know, as I type this out, I still want to be in shot. I don't like it when I go out of shot, to be honest. So that's that. That's the. That's our adventures all wrapped up. That's our adventures. I'm writing a book. Our adventures. So we'll put that under here for next time. I'll be back in a second, guys. The island. Oh, hello. Where am I typing that? Not on this page. Has anything changed? No. No, it's not the island. Island of the Undead. Copy. Paste. There we go. I think I've done all the typing. Change the picture, otherwise it'll Siege of Sardith on it. Island of the... there we go. Select. Ooh. Now, did I do this last time? I'd have to recheck because I don't know if I've actually been putting these in the category. Anyone can see it. Live reactions. Message delay. No, we don't want to add that. Public. So, the next live read is the 29th of June. Let me just double check my calendar to make sure that no shit's happening on that day, which it isn't. Oh wait, no, my mom's coming down. She's going back on Saturday, so she'll be gone. My hair will be cut by the next live stream, guys. So the 29th is when we're doing it, and this time I'm gonna make sure I put 10 a.m. because I woke up this morning and I looked and it said 5 hours till you go live, and I went, what? It's like an hour and a half till I go live. What are you talking about? And it was the wrong time on the thing. It's a good thing I saw that, because everybody would have just thought, you know, I shouldn't have done this now. I still need to make one for thingy. So there we go. That's made now. So I'm just going to go give you guys the link so you can go and like it and do what you need to do with it. So you'll get the message. Let me turn this light off. I don't really need this light now. It's blinding me. There it is. There's the link, guys, to the next live stream. Go check it out. Yeah, watch the replay. Spoiler alert, though, for the ending, you know. You know how it ends. Island of the Undead is one of your worst ones, is it? Is it not a good one? I thought it was pretty good. I don't remember much about it, to be fair. I don't know why I'm saying it. It's a good one. I don't remember much about it. Where's the dice? There we go. So, go post a picture of the doppelganger in Discord. Yeah. Yeah, let's see your doppelganger, Jeff. And I'm gonna get together some AI art, which I know Jeff doesn't like, but I'm not that much of an artist. I'm more of a painter than an artist. So I want to put together some character creation, like what they look like. I mean, we've got Mungo, we know what he looks like, but there's lots of characters in these books that haven't been given a picture, and so I'm going to go through and give them a picture, and I might even create some on the day and show them off throughout the stream. So 27th of August, don't forget. It looks like a Ghostbuster. What? Hang on a sec. Let me have a look at this. Why is... So it's just taken 12 quid off me. What's that all about? Anyway. Whoa. Mate, if that's a doppelganger, then no wonder we died. Look at that. It looks more like the Joker. That's pretty cool, mate. How do you make a couple of kilos look good? What? Hang on a sec. I'm sad and disappointed that we got killed to death and did not find the Y-shaped stick. And then how do you make a couple of kilos look? Are you asking for a friend there, Rhymester? You know, like, or is some police officer asking you that one? You know, some good ones in the 50s, but not all of them are for me. To be honest, I actually quite like all the fighting fantasy books. That I don't think there's a lot of people who don't like Skylord. You know, I don't have a problem with Skylord. I don't have a problem with any of them. I think they're all pretty good. Like, they're all playable. You know, they're all, you know, an adventure. You know, but I personally, I don't know if I like rating things like books and that, because there's always somebody who's going to enjoy it and there's always somebody who's going to hate it. And what's more important is what you feel and get out of it. You know, I've in my older Twilight years, I've been finding more appreciation for things that I didn't before. You know, it's just, what do you put that appreciation focus on, I guess. But if anything, I can appreciate the hard work that goes into, like, the drawings. Even if I don't like it, I appreciate the effort that went into it, I guess. You know, put a nipple on it. By worst, I mean it's not the best. Well, obviously, by worst meaning it ain't good. Like, but that's just a perception of opinion, innit? That's not stating, like, it is shockingly shit. It's just stating it's not for you. I get it. Right. Let's start the 3-minute countdown, guys, but we're still here, don't worry. I will say thank you all for showing up. We've still got 3 minutes, so don't worry about that. You still got that in the bank. 3 minutes. You're taking that home still. So but thank you all for showing up and coming to the stream today. I don't like saying stream. The book read. No, I don't know. Thank you for showing up. I really, really appreciate it. And don't forget, this Tuesday at 10 a.m. is going to be, for my members, a live stream of me going through the sorcery books, or this book at least, going through that book in the same fashion, using the same stats as the previous character. And yeah, till next time, guys. But don't forget, we've still got 3 minutes. Okay, it's just, yeah, 3-minute countdown now. Oh, so it just means I can turn off certain things, I guess. Yeah. Oh, that was a pretty tiring one for some reason. I don't know why. Pretty tired. What's everybody going to be doing now? I mean, obviously there's a lot of people going to be going to bed now because it's like very late at night. But for me, it's just half the day's gone. So I've got to do some cleaning. I'm going to sort of do some sorting out for me mum coming up and get all this. I need to start thinking about what kind of shelving system I want to put up here and get it all organized. How do you make a couple of kilos of fat look good? You put a nipple on it. Oh, I see. Oh, well, yeah, I guess so, yeah. But then, you know, it's not fat inside, is it? I'm reading too much into it. I'm too tired to, yeah. I'm gonna have a gold bar. In fact, I'm gonna eat the meal we never got to. At least we didn't roll a double one, guys. You know, there is that. I don't know what the caramel. I guess these are. Yeah, caramel flavor. Gold, you can believe in it too. You've got the power to know. Oh yeah. It's turning into ASMR now. Very nice. Very good. Tony's off to sleep. We've bored him asleep. Good night, mate. It's 20 to midnight in New Zealand. Fucking hell. 20 to midnight. So it's about to hit Monday for you then. And I'm halfway through my Sunday. Isn't it crazy that you could be stood on this planet, freezing cold temperatures, icy cold, but there's somewhere on this planet that it is mega boiling hot, and reverse the way, you know, standing on the planet mega hot temperatures, and there's somewhere else on this planet freezing cold. That amazes me. We got such a diverse planet. And then, like, me living in the UK, we have 4 seasons a year. Not every place in the world can actually say that. Some of them only get 1 or 2 seasons. We get 4. And it's a pretty amazing planet. Anyway, I'm out of time. I'll see you next time, guys. I love you all. Bye.